everybody, welcome to today's bar class. Today's structure of the class, we'll do a warm-up, we'll do some upper body, some lower body, some core, we'll cool down afterwards as well. We have some props today. You have 2 sets of dumbbells there to choose from. You're welcome to kind of change them between exercises if you feel like, yeah, I really want to do 2 kilos for triceps, but go a little bit lighter on something else. And we've got the ball there as well. We are starting our class today in an all-fours position. So put your head, we're going to be facing the bar for this. We'll have our hands underneath our shoulders, spreading the fingers here quickly down through your little finger pads. And then our knees are stuck underneath our hips. On our inhale, we're going to move into cow pose. We press our chest forward, lift the tailbone to the sky. On your exhale, rounding the other way, tucking through the tailbone, rounding lower, middle, and up the back. If one feels particularly better than the other, you're welcome to hold it, you're welcome to speed this up, slow it down, make it your own. Just getting the dead body ready to move. In terms of today's cueing as well, in times perhaps where we're stepping our feet to one side of the mat or the other, I'll direct you to reach towards the bar or reach towards the center of the room. Beautiful. From here, returning to a neutral spine, that nice place your spine wants to settle between those 2 arching shapes. We're going to tuck our toes, reach the sit bones to the sky for the downward facing dog. So you look a little bit like a triangle, pressing the mat away with the hands, trying to find that lift upward of the sit bones. From here, you may want to shake or nod out the head, releasing the neck. You may want to pedal out the legs, sink one heel down at a time. Just exploring the shape a little bit. Pulse them a little bit forward or backwards. Really nice. From here, on your inhale, lift up to the tips of your toes, so your heels do rise. We're looking forward. We're going to take a slow walk up of our feet towards our hands. You can fold over your legs, watch your head, and you can rock a little from side to side. If that feels good, finding your space in your fold. Everything in today's class can be changed. If anything doesn't feel good for you, please always let me know. Take a big inhale to the belly, feel it expand to your thighs. We're going to roll ourselves up away from the floor, peeling up lower back, middle back, upper back. Once you've lifted up, reach the arms to the sky, so we're creating a long line from our toes all the way up to our fingers. Then we're going to reach our hands to the bar and step forward so that we're a forearm distance away from the bar, from your chest to the bar. We've got a light touch of the fingertips onto the bar like you're about to play the piano. Feet hip distance apart. Take an inhale, and on your exhale, lift the heels up as high as you can. And then slowly rolling the feet back down. And again, heeling all the way up. And lowering all the way down as gently as we can, so trying not to kind of thud the heels back onto the mat. If you're feeling pretty comfy here, you'd like to incorporate a balance, you can bring your arms out over the bar like a ballerina in a music box. Shoulders are relaxed, jaw is relaxed. Really nice. We're going to take another 3 here. And on your third, when the heels come up, we're going to hold them up. Lift the heels high up against, away from the mat, lift them high for 5, 4, 3, 2, lower the heels, hands to the bar. We're going to take a little pedal like we did in our downward dog, so one heel lifts up at a time. Just a little stretch out, little run motion. Beautiful. We're now going to take a little flow, which is similar to sometimes what is seen in a yoga class. We'll have our hands into the bar about shoulder width apart. Step the feet back. Think of knitting your ribs together, scoop the belly in. Take a big inhale. So you're kind of like an exhale, reach the bottom back to center, press the chest down towards the mat. Inhale, lift up, reach the heels high, bring it forward, shoulders are in line with over the wrists, and then exhale, melt it back down. Good, just a couple more in time with your own breath. One more. And then when you next reach back with the bottom and the chest presses down, we're going to meet there. So it's kind of similar to what puppy pose if you have done a yoga class before. before. We're going to have our right hand staying on the bar. On your inhale, turn to the wall where the aircon is, reach the left arm to the sky, your back goes to the garage door. And on your exhale, thread your left arm underneath your right arm, turn your head towards the garage door, look under your armpit. We're going to do 2 more just like that. Inhale to open up, turn your chest to the aircon. Exhale, underneath. Once more, inhale to rise, reach up through the fingertips. Exhale. Inhale to open up. This time on your exhale, flip the left hand towards the bar in front of you and then it places onto the bar, we press the chest down. Chest is pressing down towards the floor, your bottom reaches back towards the room behind you. On your inhale, the right arm is going to lift, turn towards the door in front of the room. Exhale, thread underneath. 2 more like that. Inhale to rise up, reach fingertips to ceiling. Exhale underneath. Inhale to open. Last one here. Exhale underneath. You can look under your armpit. Maybe you're feeling that you are rotating a little more each time. Inhale right arm to the sky. Exhale, sweep the right hand all the way over the top. Both hands to the bar. We're going to lift up to that plank-like position, that long line we created. Walk the feet back towards the bar until they're that forearm distance away. Then I'm going to ask you to turn to me, step your right foot out. Beautiful. Feet are going to turn out at about 10 and 2 here. When you bend the knees, I want you to think of drilling your tailbone down towards the floor. So we inhale to rise up through the arms. Exhale, come down. Inhale up to the sky. Exhale, come down. Inhale up for that length through the side of the body. Exhale down. This time, your left hand is going to reach to the bar. Reach out to your right arm to the center. Inhale. And on your exhale, you're going to reach your right arm all the way up and over. Find the stretch through the side. Inhale down. Sometimes people like to keep their right toe in contact. Sometimes people like to lift them like this. We're just trying to iron out the right side of the body. We're going to take one more. Inhale. Exhale. Feel that side stretch. Bring your top hand to the bar. Bring both feet to the floor and you're going to swivel around to face the other way. So it'll be right hand onto the bar, feet turning out at 10 and 2. Again, when we're lowering down, we're thinking of the tailbone drilling down towards the floor. Inhale, rise up, lengthen through the side body. Exhale, weight into the heels as we drop back. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale down. Bring your arms out to your side. Keep that depth and that bend of the knees. Right hand onto the bar. Inhale, reach up to the left. Exhale, reach the left arm over. Try and lengthen through the side. Inhale, bend into the knees, bringing it down. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale down. Exhale, up and over. Feel that stretch. Then top hand to bar, bring it back to that forearm distance away from the bar itself. Recalling that plank position that we did, we're going to walk the feet back, have the heels lifted, arms are nice and long. Then we're going to turn our pointy fingers slightly in. On our inhale, we're lowering our chest towards the bar, the elbows are pointing out to each side of the root. Exhale, press away. And again, inhale down. Exhale, press away. So that similar shape to a classic chamber push up with those elbows pointing out to the left and right side of the root. We're trying to keep that beautiful length through the body and scoop the belly away from your t-shirt as we do this. Beautiful. The next time you come down, we're going to stop at halfway. So not all the way down, hold that bend in the elbows and you take little pulses of the arms here. Keep the back of the neck long for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push out to straight. We're going to have this time the lower part of the hand onto the bar with our middle finger kind of reaching up towards the sky. This time it's a narrow push up like a chaturanga in yoga. As you lower the chest, the elbows are going to graze the side of the ribs and then we're going to push all the way away. Really nice. So you can feel the elbows graze past the ribs. You can feel the feedback of the arm. Beautiful. You might find that you like this a lot more than the wide position. You might find the opposite. Good. Squeeze those elbows in. Let's meet at halfway. So lowering halfway down, taking our pulses here. Really control lifts and lowers for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to step our feet in. We want to be far enough away from the bar that when we fall forward, we're not going to hit our head, but close enough to the bar that we're going to be able to reach those dumbbells. So we're going to take an inhale, reach the arms to the sky. Exhale, soften through the knees so we're not bungee jumping through the hamstrings, coming down. We are going to grab some weights. We are working on our biceps first. If that helps you decide whether we go 1 kilo or 2 kilos, you can always swap when you need to. Rolling all the way back up with your dumbbells in hand, and then spin to face knee here at the front. We're going to have our heels together and our toes out, creating Pilates V, or first position if you are able to go a little bit wider. In terms of our upper body, we want to create the letter W. So we're going to have one hand pointing out towards where the ceiling and wall meets to our right, the other same for the left. Elbows hugging into the ribs to start, and with the middle part of us is that straight line of the W. We're going to reach our arms out to the side. It's not the YMCA, it's just slightly over the shoulders. And then as we pull the elbows in, knees tuck over toes, tailbone comes down. But extending all the way out and squeezing all the way in. Beautiful. All of these upper body exercises this morning, this afternoon, what time it is, I'm not sure, we can do without the weights. You can do just moving your arms in space. You can also say to yourself, I really want to focus on just the upper body right now, and take the bending of the knees out of the equation and just stand up. Try to tuck the tailbone under as you come down. It does feel quite fun. Yeah. Yeah, it is. You may need to reduce your range of motion to get that happening. It's quite foreign if you're used to doing quite a lot of kind of gym squats.
Yeah.
Yes.
As you know, I'm very near my gym squats.
Really nice, beautiful form.
So to reduce the jokes for the video.
I love it. Okay. The next time you come down, same bend of the knee, but you're going to stop halfway with the elbows. Start by pulsing the arms, little baby ones in and out. And then once you've got that going, pulse the legs up and down as well. I find when I tell people to do both at once, it gets a little bit overwhelming. Beautiful, we've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the legs, extend your arms out towards me. Elbows about in line with the shoulders. If they need to come a little bit lower, that's so fine. You take an inhale, exhale, we curls around your ribs. Inhale, extend it. Exhale, pull it in. Knit the ribs together, squeeze the belly away from your t-shirt. Beautiful. If it's too much with the legs, straighten the legs, stand upright and focus on the arms. If you're finding that there's any tension in neck or shoulders, or you just simply are kind of starting to shrug, you may need to just lower the position of your elbows as well. We've got another 3, 2, 1. Bring it in. Think of creating a 90-degree angle and start to pulse the arms up and down. If you want to pulse the legs too, you absolutely can. Line with the W arm, but I also understand you're looking at that and thinking you're thinking on today. We've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Bad news. Hold it here. Turn the palms to face each other. Little out and ins with the arms. Go ahead. Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah.
Good. Beautiful. Back to the next case one. We reach up through the crown of the head. Wait for another 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Remember the leg position, but straight, and have a great shake the legs out if you need to. So we're going to have that similar leg position. If it feels foreign once we hinge forward, you can go back to parallel feet though. But what we're going to do is take that bend. We will this time reach the bottom back behind us, and we're going to hinge forward. Our hands will come down, all the way down that long line from the shoulder, holding our dumbbells. And we're going to think of squeezing your shoulder blades together, like there's a pencil that you're going to hold between your shoulder blades. And we're going to take a wide row, so the elbows come up to the side, and then slowly lower it down. Squeezing the shoulder blades, keeping the back of the neck long, so your gaze is forward rather than kind of directly down. You can kind of do like half of what you did. So he's going to go, yeah, and you're left. That's okay? Beautiful. Really nice. Really getting into our upper back and our shoulders for this exercise and the next exercise in particular as well. We're going to take another 4 and 3. Long through the side goes 2. On the 1, we're going to hold it at the top, squeeze the shoulder blades together, bring that pencil to mind, ready for 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. We lower our arms down. Our palms are now going to face each other, If you find you're like, oh my goodness, I'm absolutely dying in this hinged over position, you're welcome to stand up in between. Heels are hugging together, we are hinged forward, sit bones reaching back. Our palms are not facing each other, but we're going to take a little roundness through the arms, a little softness. That pencil comes back into mind as the arms lift. We open out to the side, like a butterfly open her wings, and bring it back down. If you're going to hit the bar, just scooch over to the left. Good, so you could probably all open up a little bit more and just be really proud of your butterfly wings. Beautiful. This should feel good.
It doesn't.
Yeah, good.
Ja, das müsste the 1 kilo is. Kom hier, zoek.
Beautiful. Good. Lovely then through the spine, like you're drawing a line all the way from the tailbone all the way out through the crown of the head. We've got another 2. Scoop the belly in at the next one. Open up and hold to take little pulses. Just the butterfly is now flapping her wings, but she's not going very far. I'm not sure. Okay. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Love the weight. Stand up. We are coming back to that hinge position, but it is good to have a little bit of a break in between. Our next one, we did our wide row right at the beginning of this hinged over position. We're going to a narrow row. We are going to include a combo though. So what that's going to look like is my heels are together. I just realized I'm not in shot. That's fine. We're going to reach forward with the chest. Hands come down. Elbows graze the side of the ribs. Press the dumbbells back behind you. Really lengthen through the arms. Bend the elbows and then slowly lower down. Hands under shoulders. If at any point you're thinking, that's too much going on, feel free to just choose to do the narrow row or just do the kickbacks. Let's come down. We'll bend, hinge forward, leaning over our thighs. Palms face towards each other. Squeeze the elbows in towards the sides of the ribs. Press your dumbbells back, straighten through the arms, press into the garage door. Bend the elbows and then slowly lower down. When we're slowly lowering down, slowly is the key word. It's so tempting to let it just swing back into that starting position, but we're in control the whole way, like we're moving our arms through honey. Beautiful. Really nice and short, we're breathing fluidly the whole time, not holding the breath. Beautiful. The next time that you kick your arms back, reaching the dumbbells to the garage door, we're going to repeat. We bend, push, so they're staying up and lifted. Really try and keep the upper arm squeezing in towards the ribs and slightly higher than the ribs. Little to no movement through the upper arm. Really getting those triceps to sink. Okay, we've got another 3 and 2. On the 1, press your dumbbells back, keep that lift through the upper arm, draw little circles with the arm. Reaching out for the dumbbells. We're going for 5, 4, 3, 2, reverse direction, keep that lift. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Standing it all the way up. We're going to bring our feet to a wide position, so about parallel here. Inhale to lengthen up through the crown of the head. Exhale, curl it forward. You can pop your dumbbells just to kind of in front of the right foot. If you'd like to, you can bring your hands behind you, interlace your fingers, squeeze your shoulder blades together, lengthen up through your arms. Dropping the arms down for them already. And we'll take a big breath in, and exhale, let's curl it up vertebra by vertebra, peeling ourselves away from the floor. We're going to step our left foot next to our right foot, turn to face the bar, forearm distance away. Finger touch is as light as though you were about to play the piano. We're going to create that Pilates V, or first position again, with our heels hugging together and our toes turning out. So we do want to tuck our tailbone under here. We don't want to look like a duck poking its bottom back. Inhale to lower the tailbone down towards the floor. Exhale, press away, squeeze your inner thighs together. Inhale down, exhale lift. Good. Continuing to press out through your outer thighs so that your knees can track over your toes. Beautiful, shoulders are lovely and relaxed. We can add on here, allow this to feel graceful. to feel nice and don't think too hard. We're going to come down to the end again, lift the heels, roll it up to straight, heels come down. So bend the knees, carrying over the toes, heels come up, legs straight, heels come down. So then eventually you come down and lift and up and down. It becomes this roll through. Beautiful. Feel the leg through the legs as you rise up away from the floor. The next time you come down, you can lift the heels or have the heels staying down. Imagine that you've got a resistance band tied around your thighs and press out, 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 out. Pressing your thighs to the outer sides of the room. Good, and it's up to you whether your heels are up or down, depending on how much you can handle. Good, we're pulsing for a final 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, rising all the way up. This time our feet return to parallel, toes pointing into the lights in front of us, about hip distance apart. Before I was saying it's a really light touch of the hands like you're about to play the piano. This is where you can really utilise the bar and you'll get deeper. Think 90 degrees behind the knees, arms and shoulders apart, and I come down into a deep parallel squat, and then come all the way up. Squeezing the glutes at the top if you can. Reaching back, arms are long. Push down through the heels, press them out of the way as your head comes up to the sky. Beautiful. You can probably stop. Just to knees, rather than like arms to press. Yeah, we'll do primarily what we're leading into. Does that make sense?
Agents work.
Okay, the next time you come down, let's hold it there. Weight back into the heels, feel the sit bones reaching to the back of the room, so you're reaching towards the back of your mat. Everything's going to stay the same, except you're going to lift your heels. And you're going to really gently and if you shake a little, that's fine. Let's go again. Heels lift, heels lower. We won't be here all day for obvious reasons.
Oh, so you're staying down.
Yeah. So keep that depth and that bend in the knee. Keep those thighs low. You're right, Jason. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stretch it up to straight. And then get back down. Bend back into those knees, reach the bottom backwards, find that squat again, our lovely parallel squat. This time, imagine that there is, say that ball that's your left, imagine it's between your thighs, you don't have to put it there, now squeeze it, like there's a balloon between your thighs that you're trying to crush. Pulsing between the thighs for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, rising up. Last set of pulsing for this. We're going to sit back into the squat. This time it's a pulse up and down. So you're going to release out of that pulse. Release out of that squat a tiny bit and then sink a little deeper. Up and down and up and down and up and down. I'll try and count fast. The next exercise after that is different, I promise. So let's come down into our lovely parallel squat and little ups and downs. We've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rising up to stand. This one sometimes can be a little bit baffling, so you're welcome to maybe have a quick look. I'll demonstrate this next to Martin here. I come down into the squat first. I'm going to shift my weight entirely into the right leg and lift my left leg. Out and in. If you've done a former before, it's like a scooter, but your left foot is not touching down. So I'm just going out, in, out, in, out, in. After that, I will touch my foot down and we're going to meet here. But I'll tell you when. Alright, let's come down into our squat first. Find the depth. Shift your weight into the right leg. Then you're going to lift the left heel up towards your bottom. Push it out, lengthen through the back of the leg, and then pull it in. Stretch it out, and pull it in. Good. Stay low with the right leg as best you can. Beautiful. I love this one because you can't really decide, does the thigh hurt more or does the glute hurt more? Thigh. Excellent. We'll take 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Remembering the left foot steps back now. Pop it down, lengthen through the right leg. Your hands can come up in front of you. Hands to hips perhaps, or hands in front. If you feel like you do need the bar for this, you're welcome to use the bar as well. We're going to take our little 90-90 lunges. We're going to come down and create 90-degree angles at both knees and then push it up. Right now. So it's down. Yeah. So you'll feel that the left knee is dipping down towards the floor and then rise up and lengthen through the back of great legs. To try and get our right knee stacking over our right ankle, think of sitting back into the lunge. Beautiful. Excellent. The good news is we are not pulsing for this. We've got 3, 2, 1, and you can step your feet together. We will follow up on the other side and then we will move on from here. So we're going to come down into that deep squat, reaching the bottom back, knees are over, ankles they're low. We hug now, shift our weight into the left foot, now hug your right heel up towards your right bottom cheek. Stretch it out, reach through the toes, and then put it back in. And it's going to continue floating as you draw it in towards the light and away. Really nice. Good. Staying low with the left knee, you will find that it wants to rise. We're going to take another 4, 3, 2, and 1. The right foot steps back. Hands can come up to hips or out in front of you. Arms are nice, legs are nice and long. Front foot is pointing forward into the light, taking ahead. Then exhale, bring it down. Rising up, pushing the floor away, particularly with your left foot here. Really nice. Excellent. Reaching up through the crown of the head as we rise. Jaw relaxed, shoulders relaxed, home stretch. Let's take the final 3. We do have a different end to this time. 2 and 1. Lengthen through the legs and spin all 10 toes in my direction. Here we're turning towards the back of the room. So right at the beginning of the class, we did some second positions. We came down, we came up. We're going to bring those back, but bring in some things to make it a little bit more exciting. Depending on how you're feeling with balance, you may want your left hand to the bar, you may feel comfortable with that. So what it's going to look like here is I'm going to come down, draw my tailbone down towards the floor, bring the right foot behind to take a curtsy, and then step back to that second position. I like to have my hands out in front clasped. You can have your hands to hips, you can move it in kind of a dancing way, so you can just have hands to bar.
Down and right foot.
Down and then right foot behind, so you're dipping the knee down, leaning back so your weight is into the left heel as you come down. And back. And back. I do have
Up
equal
and
action.
up in foot.
Look, you can. If you find that you need a break, come up in between. Otherwise, stay down the whole time. See how you go. The ab series is going to feel like a breeze.
So let's go.
We'll just go to one side, so just go to the
Oh,
left.
this one?
Yeah. Don't worry, we'll get you some extra.
Yeah.
A little bit, don't worry.
So eager.
Still isn't properly.
Alright, we are going to add on here. This is not everybody's favourite thing to do. So this is a good one to have the bar for. In fact, I'm going to demonstrate with the bar. So I'm going to come down into that same second position. My weight goes into what would be your left leg, and I'm going to kick out with a flexed foot. So I'm thinking, if there was paint on the sole of my foot, I'm going to swoop up on the wall. That's just to our right here. So we go down and kick. Down and kick.
Isn't that very high?
Yeah, that is.
Oh.
He's like,
I believe I did program a pulse here, but we may skip it today.
It's a pain in the wall.
That's alright, it's getting more relaxed.
sorry.
Alright, the one, we are going to hold, but then point through the toes, and your right hand is going to sweep overhead just next to your right ear. Your foot may have slightly come back behind you. We'll take an inhale, pull the knee in as the elbow comes in, and I want you to create a whole lot of wrinkles in the side of your shirt. Then inhale, reach up. Exhale, pull it up and in. This is our ice skater. We're going to take another 3, 2, 1. We'll crunch in. We're going to extend all the way out, but allow our right hand to come onto the bar. Spin your left toes to face the fairy lights. Bring your right ankle across the top of your thigh, flex the foot, and then you can lean back, getting into our glute and hip here. Really nice breathing here. Let everything just start to release.
Your left leg doesn't like it. It's not releasing.
No.
Please don't send me angry emails tomorrow. Alrighty, we can release both feet to the floor. Feel free to give them a little bit of a shake. In terms of the direction we're going, we're going to do that same second position. Then we're going to get into our abs. So I will leave your legs alone very shortly. So you may want to position yourself so that you do have really easy access to that bar with your right hand. So this is our curtsy first. So we'll come down and then step your left foot behind. In terms of arm flexibility, that is absolutely your call. You may be like me, you want to kind of hold your hands in front of your chest. You may want to do some fairy arms, get nice and dancey with that left arm in particular. See how you feel, whatever gets you through. Beautiful, and as discussed with Martin on the first round, we were facing the back of the room. If you do want to come up and repeat, you can. Otherwise, you can go second curtsy the whole time. So you've got that seat bend the entire time. See what's going to serve you best this afternoon. We are almost there. This is our last one. We'll meet in a second. We're getting ready to bring our weight into the right foot as we move into the side kick, sweeping the left leg up like there's paint on the foot, and you're swiping the paint up on the wall that's on your left. Do what you can. So go from second, both knees bent, sweep up, land. Really nice, keeping that foot flexed. So we definitely feel the glute is really engaged rather than it being like a yoga or a dance. You're going to just kind of like put the leg straight up to the sky. It's a real deliberate movement. Beautiful. You can thank your lucky stars. There's no pulse approaching. We're going to take a final 4, 3, 2. On the 1, we will lift the left leg and hold it. Point through the toe this time. If it wants to come back behind the body, it can. As you reach your left arm forward to the outside of the left ear, take a big breath in. Exhale, elbow to knee. Feeling that side crunch, trying to create a whole lot of wrinkles in the side of your shirt as we do this. Getting that real height with the lift of the left knee. Beautiful. You're pulling the left knee up in towards your left armpit. We've got 3. We've got 2. Finding the length on the 1. Then reach all the way out, lengthen out. Bring your left hand onto the bar. Turn your right toes to the greenery in front of you. Left ankle crosses over the right thigh. Flexing the left foot. You can reach your sit bones back behind you to find the opening through the glute, the hip. A bit of a sign of relief here as well. And slowly ground out, both feet to the mat, feel free to shake it out. And in your own time, please feel welcome to have a drink of water or any stretch that you need on the way down. We're going to come to our bottoms, so we'll be facing centre or facing me. I'll ask you to grab your ball here as well. Beautiful. So we're starting our core work seated and we'll move to some reclined work as well. The ball is going to be positioned about where your shoulder blades are or slightly below, depending on what's comfortable and makes you feel most balanced. And we'll bring our hands behind the head. We want our elbows nice and wide. We've got that strong interlace of the fingers supporting the lower part of the head, and our thumbs run down the sides of the neck for maximum support here. We'll then lift our legs up to a tabletop position. So my knees stack over the hips and then the heels go along the line away from the knees as they reach out. On my inhale, I'm going to lower my right leg away from me. The toes can touch down towards the mat. Exhale, slowly bringing it up. Inhale, left leg flows down. My thigh moves away from my face. Exhale, pull it back in. Think of moving through honey here, really slow and deliberate.
Could you say again the position of the ball?
Pardon?
The ball position, could you say again?
Either kind of between your shoulder blades, or if you find you prefer to be a little bit higher, it can kind of snake down towards like a mid back.
Okay, thank you.
Beautiful. We'll just take a few rounds more. If you'd like to extend yourself here, we can go both feet at the same time. Imagine that heat space between your chin and your chest. We want to hold it without juicing it. We're going to take 3, 2, 1. Hands to the floor. We're going to lift ourselves up and bring the ball towards the low back instead. So you've got to work to hold most of yourself up. There's a little bit more effort required now. Arms out in front. If you do find you would be better with the hands behind the head like we just did, that's an option as well. We inhale to lean back. Exhale to pick it up. Inhale to lean back, exhale to pick it up. So it's like you're leaning maybe halfway. Try and super glue your feet to the floor here as well. And if they have started to lift, it might be a sign that you've gone a little bit too far and you may want to reduce your range of motion going forward. Beautiful. If you're comfortable adding on, we'll lean back, open the right arm to the right, bring it back to center, and then lift up off the ball. Lean back, open to the left, back to center, and up. When you open your arm, you can keep your chest directly forward to the wall that you're facing and just move the arm out of your kind of sight, or you can turn your chest with it, like there's a sponge behind your belly button, and you're wringing that sponge out as you turn. Let's take one more to each side, and then we'll take one final exercise in this position, and then we'll make our way onto our back. Our next one, we're going to lean back, knit the ribs together, arms lift, arms lower. Arms lift, arms lower. I don't lift myself out of that halfway position. We do want to be mindful of the back here. If you're getting any kind of negative feedback, so to speak, you can reduce your range of motion. Maybe bring your fingers up in line with your eyebrows. If you are comfortable, you can go up to halo height above the head. See what feels comfortable. You can start when you're ready. Nice. I'm going to take 5. Okay. 3, 2, and 1. Sitting all the way up. The next one does get mixed reviews. We're going to do it pretty quickly. If you feel like you're going to spill onto the floor, I would take this white pin out, take a little bit of air out, and then pop the pin back in. You'll know straight away if that is something that is required. What that's going to look like here is bringing it up underneath our sacrum, lower back. Press your arms down into the mat. Utilize your arms to help you stay level. And then we're just going to do a few practice picks up with one foot up to a tabletop at a time. After you've done a few, you can feel that the lower abdominals are engaged. We'll bring both legs up to tabletop.
Ooh.
Yes, so pressing the arms down can be really beneficial, but sometimes it's just not enough and we do need to take a little bit of air out. And that's something to be mindful of. If you're like, I can't bother to take the air out, let me know and I'll get you another ball. It will hopefully be more suitable.
But do I need to go to this without my arms? Is that?
No, arms down, that's good.
Okay.
Beautiful. So let's begin in tabletop. And what we're going to do here is extend the right leg to straight. Think of reaching your toes to the center of the wall and then slowly bring it back until it is in its tabletop position. And we'll follow up with the left leg, so we're just alternating here. Beautiful. If you're finding that there's any strain on the lower back or it's really hard to control, one thing you can experiment in addition to taking the air out of the ball is aiming your toes higher, more towards where the ceiling and the wall meet rather than reaching towards the middle of a wall. Beautiful. Completely optional. If you'd like to, you can turn this into a double leg extension. Both legs reach out at the same time. You can also think, you know what, this ball thing is not for me, get rid of it and do the same movements flat on your back, ball to the side. Reaching out through the toes, channel your inner ballerina as you do that. Four, three, two, one. If you'd like to rest your feet down in between your feet along, we have one more exercise. Unfortunately, it also adds a bit of a layer because it's a coordination challenge. So we're going to stretch our legs up to the sky to straight. It can be done better, but let's start straight. I believe in you. Let's go legs straight up to the sky. Pressing down into the ball. Think of scooping the belly down in towards the ball. This is one you'll have one arm down onto the floor. We're going to do dead bug. So your right leg is going to lower down towards the mat. It can be a little, it can be a lot, and as it does, you'll bring your left hand back behind you.
Right.
That's it, JJ, good. And then bring it back up, and then you'll go the other way. If it's too strong, you can come back to the tabletop legs, pressing out to those single leg extensions instead. You can also say, you know what, too much going on, let's just do the legs and discard the arms entirely.
Super.
Okay. Beautiful. Try to stay nice and long through both our arms and our legs, reaching out through the toes, reaching out through the fingers. We're going to go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Ball. Feet go to the mat. Let's take the ball out. Just hop to the side.
I couldn't. I was struggling.
We're going to open our arms out so you look like the letter T. This is for good and not evil. We're going to pick our legs up to tabletop, please, and bring them to the right. These are what we call our butt openings. So it's kind of an active supine twist. We're going to pick up our left arm, bring it up and over onto the right. Take a big breath in here, and on the exhale, open that left arm up and over, melting the left shoulder down. Your legs stay down though. So you'll bring it over top, palms meet, and then reach out through the left fingertips and draw the shoulder down. Good. And we'll just take a couple more. On the next one, when you open out, melt the left shoulder blade down, you can stay there. You can look straight up, or if it's comfortable on the head, you can turn your head to look over your left shoulder.
Left shoulder.
It's comfortable.
Really nice. Let's look back to the sky if not already. Bring the legs to center, and then of course over to the left. Alrighty, so we're going to pick up our right arm, bring it up and over onto our left curl and onto our side. Take a deep breath in and open all the way out. And continuing with that pattern, going at your own pace. Really nice. On your next one, we'll really draw that right shoulder down and we can look over our right shoulder, holding the twist.
Do you really want to hold this? Martin. No.
Okay, looking back to the sky, gently bringing your legs to center. You can have your arms back by your side. unless you would like it that, of course. We will have our knees bent, hip to the floor, about hip distance apart. Cross your right ankle over your left thigh. So if you're visiting a posture that we did pretty similarly, standing on our back. You can stay like this, or you can float your left foot up into the air, bringing your hand to the back of the left thigh. If you are a bang your butt kind of person when it comes to your stretches, you can also, whilst holding the back of your left thigh, stretch your left leg to straight. Knowing that the rest is over. Let the breath and the heart rate settle. We will gently switch sides, so you can release your right foot down towards the floor, bring your left ankle across the right thigh. Just like the foot, you can keep the right foot onto the mat. You could allow it to float, perhaps reaching to the back of your thigh or top of your knee if you do want to straighten your right leg. That is an option too. Gently uncrossing, and you can hug both knees in towards you now, curling yourself into a little ball. If you'd like to move in little circles, massaging out your lower back, you of course can. You can either roll like a ball up and down the length of your mat up to seated, or roll to your right side, take a beat, and then help yourself up to seated from there. We will extend our legs all the way out, give them a little bit of a shake, flex the feet, drawing your toes towards your face. Inhale, arms to the sky, reach out through your fingers. Exhale, folding forward, so you can utilize the breath, inhaling to lengthen and extend, exhaling to soften and deepen into the pose and posture. Gently roll up, feeling your upper body away from your lower body. More comfortable cross-legged position. If you're more comfortable here, please stay. And our big breath in. Inhale, arms reach to the sky. Exhale, drop it down. And you made it. Thank you so much for coming. If you have comments or questions, let me know. Other than that, have a wonderful rest of your day.
Thank you, Sarah. Good session.